Hello, friends. Welcome back to a new lesson. Well, if this is your first time joining me, my name is Mrs. Bruson, and today I am going to introduce a new unit. This is based on the Edge Fundamentals curriculum. So we are going to start with Unit 4. This is the launching of the unit. We're going to be talking about the topic. We're going to be looking at the essential question. And I am so happy you have decided to join me today. And I hope that this is useful to you and in your trajectory of learning English or getting better at it. Okay? Okay, so let's begin with an activity. And what I need you to do is, I just want you to look at all of these illustrations, form a vocabulary bank out of it. Tell me, what do you think the unit is going to be about? What is the theme of all of these pictures? Okay, so all I'm going to ask you is go ahead and pause the video, and whenever you are ready, just come back to me. Okay, perfect. Okay, so if you were talking about or thinking about disasters and fears and accidents and death, all of those things, they will all be included in Unit 4. I'm not going to tell you the theme yet, but I think that you kind of get it. So let's go ahead and begin with our front page, which is Introduction to Unit 4. And again, my name is Mrs. Bruson, and this lesson is aligned to the Edge Fundamentals curriculum. Okay? Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at our essential, our clear learning target for this lesson. Okay, so our clear learning targets, and we actually have two clear learning targets here, is or I can analyze the essential question. We're going to be looking at it in just a moment. And the second clear learning target is I can complete a concept web related to survival. So at the end, that is going to be your activity, okay? You're going to create and complete a concept web related to survival. Okay? Okay. So this is our concept web that we will be completing at the end of the lesson. Okay, I just want you to have a visual of it. Okay, again, you're just going to go ahead and create this either using your Chromebook, laptop, or whatever electronic device you use, and or a notebook, paper. Okay, paper is never too old and it's actually pretty good. Now, this photo I took straight out of our book. Okay, so I just want you to see it. I have made one a little prettier for us to use. Okay, friends, so what I want you to do is I want you to go ahead and look at the illustration that you have on the background. And then I want you to go ahead and read this quote and just think about it for a little bit, okay? So I'm just going to leave it there. I want you to think about it. And if you can, just take a couple of notes. What is this quote saying to you, okay? So let's go ahead and I'm going to read it, then we will go ahead and read it together, okay? A good friend protects you from the storm. Can we read it together? Let's do it. A good friend protects you from the storm. Okay, so what do you think is this telling us, telling you? Okay, think about that for a few minutes. Okay, so when we look at quotes, quotes are very personal, okay? They don't tell or say the same thing to everyone. For me, saying that good friends are there in the good times, but also in the bad times. That is what this is telling me. And this, my friends, is the next quote that we are going to analyze today. And this one says, don't depend on other people, do it yourself. Let's go ahead and read it, okay? Don't depend on other people, do it yourself. So, again, by the way, this is a Yiddish proverb. The one before was a Chinese proverb. And what I want you to do is the same thing that we did before. I want you to just go ahead, pause the video, think about what this is telling you. Okay? So again, I'm just going to be quiet for a couple of minutes. I want you to pause the video and think about what is this actually telling you? Okay? Okay, so it seems like these two quotes contradict each other, but they really do not, okay? So the other one says, that you should look for good friends that are there when you need them. However, you should not think about depending on your friends. Don't think that people are there to do your bidding or whatever it is that you need. Help yourself, and people will be more than willing to help you. Okay, so I tell this to my students all the time. You can do it, so try it first, do it, and if you can't, then definitely, there are people around you to help you, but don't depend on them. Okay, be self-sufficient. I think this is what this is telling me. Depend on you and trust in you, and know that you can do it. It's in you. Okay, friends, let's go ahead and look at some of our vocabulary words that we are going to need today and throughout this unit. The first one is emergency. Let's say this word together, emergency. And I'm sure that you have heard it before. Let's say it again, emergency. And an emergency is a dangerous event, right? So there are emergencies all the time around us. We see them. We hear the ambulance, we hear the sirens, all of that. So there are emergencies all the time around us. So um, emergency is a very important word. So this is what I want you to do. You see, we should always be prepared for emergencies, okay? So what I want you to do is I want you to draw a simple sketch of an emergency, or a simple sketch of how you can prevent an emergency. You can choose, okay? So you can either draw a sketch, use your pencil and paper, or your Chromebook with the electronic pencil, and draw a sketch of an emergency, or how you can prevent one. How can you be prepared for one? Okay. And when you finish doing your drawing, I would like you to go ahead and write a sentence about your drawing. What did you draw? Okay. So let me go ahead and present you with my example, and then I'm going to just pause the video, and I'm going to give you a few minutes to do it on your own. So here is my example. Okay. So I draw me, and I draw me with a backpack. And in my backpack, I have water, a flashlight, a first aid kit, all of that. And then I wrote my sentence, and it says, I have a backpack with a few essentials. Um, and I do in my car, I keep a bag that has a few essentials in it, because I love to go hiking. And, I have encountered emergencies on the highway where I have had to get down and help people. So since then, I have learned to carry a few things in my emergency bag. So again, I'm just going to go ahead and pause the video. And that is exactly what I want you to do. I want you to either draw an emergency, or draw how you're ready or get ready for an emergency, and then just write a sentence about your drawing. Okay, so here we go. Okay, I would love for you to be able to share your drawing and sentence with me. With that, we're going to continue to our second word. That we are going to see today is survive. Let's go ahead and say that together. Survive. One more time. Survive. And survive is to endure or to live through adversity. So when you survive an accident, right? So you endure or you live through that emergency or that accident, right? Let's go ahead and read that definition together. Survive is to endure or live through adversity. So here is the activity that I have for you. So we're going to do a charade. Yes, that's what we are going to do. So that means that you have to get up and act. Okay? Okay. So we are going to do a charade and here we go. Okay. So number one verb that we are going to act out is eat or eating. Okay, let's go ahead and pretend that we're eating. Mm. Very good. The next word that we're going to act out is run or yes, run out of fear. You know, he is running from that dog. That's right. Okay. The next one is getting dressed. Getting dressed. Okay, so pretend you put it on your shoes or your shirt. Yes. The next one is breathing. You know, breathing is really good for you. So let's pretend we are breathing. Okay, actually, we have to breathe. Otherwise, what happened to us if we don't breathe? Yep, we passed away. And the next one is drinking. Hmm. Yes, very good. Drinking. I love to drink coffee, as you guys can tell by my uh, cartoon right there. Okay, friends. So the next word that we have today is instinct. Let's say instinct. One more time. Instinct. And an instinct is a natural or innate impulse to do something. A natural or innate impulse to do something. Let's read it. An instinct is a natural or innate impulse to do something. That's right, like breathing is an instinct. Okay, we don't have to think about it, we do it automatically. Okay, because it's natural in us. Okay, so if you get thrown from a boat, here is what I want you to think about. So if you get thrown from a boat, what does survival, what does your survival instinct tell you to do? So you get thrown in the water. What does your survival instinct tell you to do? Good. Well, if you said that your survival instinct tells you to go and find the surface so that you can breathe, that's pretty good because otherwise, what happens, right? Okay. So friends, here we are. You probably already guessed what is the theme for this unit, okay? So this is our essential question. What does it take to survive? Let's go ahead and read it together. Sorry about that, L. I promise you, I'm going to fix it on the PowerPoint on the presentation. But right now, it's right there. Okay, so just pretend that that L is not there. What does it take to survive? What does it take to survive? This is our essential question for this unit. So this unit is all about survival, as you probably guessed. And here is our concept web. So we're going to put the name or the word survival right there in the center. And what does it take to survive? Think about it. So one example is, what do we need to survive? Well, we need food to survive. So what else do we need to survive? And this is what I would like you to draw and do on your Chromebook or on your notebook and then upload it to whatever platform your teacher is using, in my case, to Canvas. Okay? Beautiful friends. With that, I just want to say thank you again for your attention. Thank you for being here with me, and I will see you next time. Have a great day.